Georgia is a funny sort of place. Small on the map, but vast in mystery. Every mountain here has a secret. Every valley, a story it's not quite ready to tell. People have wandered these hills for thousands of years, leaving behind cities, legends, and secrets buried under layers of time. You might think you could see it all in a week, but that would be a mistake. This is a land that invites curiosity, practically begging you to poke around. The landscape itself seems to whisper, "Go on, have a look." Georgia's history isn't a gentle, flowing river. It's a series of explosions. Empires rose and fell, kings built fortresses on impossible cliffs, and entire cities were carved from rock, then abandoned. The official history books give you some answers, but they leave wonderful gaping holes, just big enough for your imagination to slip through. That's the real magic, the not knowing. In a world mapped by satellites, Georgia still has places genuinely off the grid. Wild, untamed, and full of quiet wonder. These are spots that haven't been tidied up for tourists. They're hard to reach, harder to understand, and all the more captivating for it. Here, the world feels big and mysterious again. It's a reminder that adventure still exists, if you know where to look. Georgia is a land that rewards the curious and the bold. It's a place where the past lingers just out of sight, waiting to be discovered, and that's a rather comforting thought. Futuristic, the Lord's fortress, looks like a lumpy hill, but it's actually a city carved from sandstone. From a distance you might miss it, but up close it's a labyrinth of rock-cut streets, homes, and temples. This was a major urban center in the early Iron Age, bustling long before Europe's cathedrals. People lived, worked, and worshipped here, carving out everything from bakeries to amphitheaters. For nearly 3,000 years, it was a fortress and a home, until suddenly, it was abandoned. Now its empty halls echo with silence, a ghost city left to the wind and rain. At the summit, a 9th century basilica sits atop old pagan temples, a symbol of Georgia's layered history. From there, you can imagine the city alive with smoke, noise, and ritual, but the silence always wins. Futuristic reminds us that even the greatest cities can be forgotten. Stone holds memories longer than people do, and in its quiet you feel the weight of centuries. Want to feel small? Try the Abano Pass, a road that's more a dare than a route, draped over the Caucasus Mountains. For most of the year, it's buried in snow. For the rest, it's one of the world's most dangerous roads. You bounce along in a 4x4, sheer rock on one side, a dizzying drop on the other. No guardrails, just nerves. The higher you climb, the more the world changes. Forests give way to alpine meadows and stark peaks. Waterfalls tumble down, the air grows thin, and you enter a realm that barely acknowledges humans. For centuries, this was the only way for the Tush people to move their flocks. Echoes of their journey still haunt the pass. Reaching the summit is pure relief. The view is staggering, a sea of mountains in every direction. The danger keeps Tusheti isolated and pristine, a gatekeeper for the determined or the foolish. Here, the noise of modern life falls away. You're left with silence, raw beauty, and a sense of awe. The Abano Pass strips you down to what matters. It's a journey into the wild heart of Georgia, and it's unforgettable. Sometimes the biggest secrets are right under your feet. In Vani, a quiet town in western Georgia, farmers unearthed pottery and coins for centuries, clues to a lost kingdom. Archaeologists discovered a temple city of the ancient Colchian civilization, land of the Golden Fleece. They found grand structures and graves filled with breathtaking gold, evidence of a wealthy, sophisticated society. But around the 1st century BC, disaster struck. The city was destroyed and abandoned, its fate still a mystery. For 2,000 years, its treasures slept beneath the fields, forgotten. Vani reminds us, there's always more hidden beneath the surface, waiting for discovery. In Georgia, legends are as much a part of the landscape as the mountains themselves. Stories fill the gaps history leaves behind, like Dal, the golden-haired goddess of the hunt, teaching respect for nature in Svaneti, or Queen Tamar, whose childhood cry named the cave city of Vardzia. Some tales are dark, lost villages, heroic last stands, spirits haunting the valleys. These legends are survival guides, moral lessons, and emotional memories. They turn ruins into places of romance and tragedy, and mountains into stages for gods and heroes. Without them, Georgia would be black and white. The legends give it color and soul. Why do people seek out hidden places? For some, the unknown is irresistible, a hunger for discovery. In Georgia, the land feels like a giant, unsolved puzzle. There's satisfaction in standing where few have stood, connecting with explorers of the past. It's a way to escape the noise of modern life, to find silence and solitude. In the wild valleys, your phone is useless, your worries vanish, and you're left with the essentials. The search is really about testing ourselves, our courage, curiosity, and limits. Georgia's landscapes challenge and humble you, forcing you to be present. The call of the unknown is the call of our own adventurous spirit, and Georgia answers it. In the end, searching for secret cities and buried truths is about more than adventure. It's a way to connect with the vast story of humanity, to see ourselves as part of a long chain of dreamers and builders. Hidden places are proof that mystery still exists in the world. They remind us that there's always more to learn, more to discover. The act of searching is an act of hope, a belief in wonder. Great cities vanish, kingdoms are forgotten, but stories endure in stone and legend. By seeking them out, we honor the past and enrich our own lives. History isn't just in books, it's alive, all around us. So keep looking, keep listening to the whispers of the past. In seeking the unknown, we find ourselves and the world anew.